Hey folks, I have here the Alpha Dogg from Primos. It is a predator call. Actually other animals also, but I bought it for primarily a predator call. There is the package. Now, I've done a lot of research on the different calls that are on the market, and there's a feature about this that I thought would be really cool. Here's the actual speaker. What I thought would be cool on this is that it has what Primos calls expert hunts, and that is they have their Team Primos members and predator caller Randy Anderson go through and actually do a full hunt where it's approximately like half an hour in length from start to finish. For a beginner such as myself, I thought that would be the perfect thing. So basically you start it and just let it go to town, and it does all the calling for you. You don't have to figure out sequences or what works best. They do it all. And I think that is a really awesome feature, especially for a beginner. Anybody can use this. It's not just for beginners. I mean, it comes loaded with calls and you could download more. So it's very flexible. But for a beginner, this is perfect. I'm not sure of any other calls that have that expert hunt. So it comes, speakers are covered with this pretty durable high impact plastic. This folds down, and that is the legs. Then we have these speakers, two 25-watt Class D amplifier cone speakers, and one high frequency horn speaker. These two here are full range, and they are distortion free even at max levels, and this thing is really loud. I haven't used other speakers, so I can't compare it to another one, but this one I have used and it's extremely loud. I used it, it goes 0 to 100, and I used it at about 40, and that was even probably too loud. So it has a lot of range, and as I said, even at 100 it was still really loud. It has 2 gigabytes of internal memory and holds 1,000 sounds. It comes preloaded with 75 sounds and 6 of the full expert hunts. And it also has a USB port for if you want to download more songs. It's Mac and PC compatible. There's more you can download at Primos. They have a lot of sounds there you can download. So on the back here we have the audio out, which is if you want to add more speakers. Have the audio in if you want to use like your iPhone or iPod or another MP3 device to control it for additional sounds. Has a decoy motion jack for plug this in, and it can control any compatible decoys. And here's the on off. Here we have the battery compartment. Kind of like this because you can actually unplug this and still store the batteries in there, so it's not draining any juice from being plugged in, but yet you won't lose the battery pack, it's still there. It also has a tripod jack, or excuse me, a tripod adapter on the bottom, so if you want to hook it onto a tripod. And then as you saw, the remote clips right here. Hook it and spin, and it's actually on there really securely. You don't have to worry about losing it. Has this handle here. It's got little rubber grip on top, you know, so you can really grab it. Overall, it looks like a really sturdy unit. pretty solid. This remote has a range of 200 yards on it, and I really like the remote. I like how easy it is to use. So let me go ahead. I'm going to turn this on. Turn on the remote. Fires up. Find your speaker. Found it right away. This remote is really easy to use. Very intuitive. Scroll down to go through the menu. Has volume control right here. You can scan through it pretty quick. Goes up to 100, which, like I said, is really loud. I kept it right here at about 40. So your settings, you can do with all that. Menu back button is up here. You can do sounds by category, and there is crow hunting, deer hunting, elk hunting, other hunting, predator hunting, silent, sound clips, turkey hunting, waterfowl hunting, wood sounds, you name it. Has right here is a hot button 1 and hot button 2. Hot button 1, both of these you program in sounds that is kind of like your go-to sound, and I compare it like when I'm running on a treadmill. A lot of the like on my iPod, if I'm running and I need my power song, I'm about to hit a hill, press the button, it gives you your power song. That's kind of what this is, except it gives you 2 of them. But if you have a certain sound that you want in a certain situation, press the button, and even if you're doing an expert hunt and you're right in the middle of it, it'll stop what it's doing, it'll pause it, and go to that sound. And then we have here is the decoy button. Press that and it starts the decoy. I don't have one of those type decoys, so I couldn't use it with that. But it looks like a pretty neat concept, and it kind of syncs the motion of the decoy with the sounds that's playing. So then you have my favorite sounds, and then you have expert hunts, which is what I use. The coyote cottontail, coyote jack set, have a whole bunch of different ones. Denning set, territorial set, mating set. We have deer sounds, but it's really awesome. And as you see, it goes through and it puts a lot of silence in it. So we have the interrogation howl, so it's like 30 seconds or so of interrogation howls, 2 minutes of silence. Then we got the Yun answer howl, another 3 minutes of silence. Goes on, and like I said, it lasts for about half an hour. I think that's really cool. I like that. So let me go ahead, and I'm going to play a sound, and I'll play it at 40 just to kind of show you how loud it is, like what I used. I don't know if there's going to be how clearly my camera speakers are going to pick this up, if it's going to be distorted or not. That's at 40. That's plenty loud for pretty much anything you want to do. Now, and one other thing too, here's a pause button which I hit. Now let's jack this sucker up to 100, and my neighbors are going to wonder what in the hell is going on. And we're going to hit this again. Maybe. So that is that, and I'm not going to play that because that hurts my ears. So it's a really nice speaker. I like it. I'm extremely happy with it. The retail on this was I got this at Cabela's. It was $280, I believe, which is a pretty good price. I mean, it's pretty comparably priced to other speakers, but I really like that expert hunt feature. I think that is really awesome. Really awesome. So if you have any questions, let me know. Semper Fi.